Hi divas, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a June favorites video. This one has been unfortunately delayed by quite a few weeks. Was not my intention, but here we are, so better late than never. June was a good month for me, I would say. I had a lot of favorites, there was a lot going on, some really fun and exciting things. Some of this stuff you will have already seen because I've already talked about it or shown it in some recent videos like my blog and stuff, but I still wanted to talk about it. The first favorite that I want to talk about is the song Nettles by Ethel Cain. That came out at the beginning of June. I think that it's my all-time favorite Ethel Cain song now. I didn't grasp onto it super quickly the first time I listened to it. It took me a few days of listening to it maybe once a day or something, and then something in my brain just clicked and it was like, oh, the song is now part of your personality. So that's where I'm at. Beautiful, beautiful song. I think the song's about 8 minutes long, and to some people that's holy shit, why do you need an 8-minute song? Every single second of those 8 minutes is perfectly utilized, and I'm obsessed with it. I love the slow build up. The second half of the song specifically is my favorite. I'm already thinking of a tattoo idea. I kind of want to get "This Was All For You" tattooed by my dear over here. I'm obsessed with it. The lyrics are so beautiful, and especially that this album is gonna revolve around Willoughby, who is important to Ethel's story and lore from Preacher's Daughter. Very excited for the full album. Did really like Fuck Me Eyes as well. That came out in July, so it can't be a June favorite, but I do prefer Nettles, and I'm really curious to see if Nettles is going to continue to be my favorite. I think I'll need to give it another 6 months to really decide, because I don't want the recency bias to cloud my judgment, but holy fuck, Nettles is so good. Yeah, I love it. I'm deeply, deeply obsessed with that song. My next favorite for the month of June is a book that my best friend wanted me to read because she loves this book, and it is I Love Dick by Chris Cross. I think that's how you say her name. My best friend Sarah, she loves this book. She was reading it during our trip together the last time she came over here, and she devoured it. She tore through the book so quickly, and she recommended it to me because she really thought it was up my alley. I'm still in the beginning stages of it. I've been really slacking on my reading physical books lately, which I'm trying so hard to get back into. It's just my attention span. My brain cannot latch onto any book I read for a long period of time, which I hate, and I know it's because of TikTok. It all comes back to TikTok somehow. But I love this book so much so far. I'm really resonating. The way Chris writes about her yearning and obsession, and as you divas know, that is my favorite trope. I love exploring obsession through media. Yeah, Sarah thought this would be really up my alley, and it is. Love it so much. And I'm very excited to finish it, and I will give you divas an updated opinion on it when I'm done, but I genuinely cannot see myself disliking this book. I'm currently in the process of reading this book, M Train by Patti Smith, which has been taking me much longer than I wanted to, and Dante's Inferno. And I do really fuck with all three, but I wanted to mention this book specifically. I've never read a Chris Kraus book before. This is my first one, and I know that this one is I think there's a show based off of it and all that stuff. It's really interesting to dive into it, and I think that's why it deserved its place. My third favorite is a striped pattern. As you can tell from my nails, I'm obsessed with these. They're a butter yellow base with dark brown stripes. Also ignore that my nails are starting to, grow out. They're not as fresh as they were, but I'm obsessed with them. Unfortunately, we have a fallen diva. Pretty much my entire nail was ripped out because I was watching so much Love Island. I mean, that's not why my nail's gone. I was in bed watching Love Island, and I went to get up and my nail got caught on my blanket. And the way I yanked my hand back, she's gone. It hurts so fucking bad. I've never had this happen to me where I lose pretty much my entire fingernail when the fake nail popped off. So this is what we're rocking with, but the rest looks so good, holding up really well. I think they're so cute. I love my nail tech so much, and I think this might be my favorite nail set I've had so far. And I'm obsessed with the butter yellow and dark brown, espresso brown color combination. I think it's so sexy. And also, I'm gonna put a picture here. I saw this couch on Pinterest, and it's pretty much the same color scheme, again with the stripes. Usually my favorite pattern is polka dots, but I've been leaning more into a striped pattern lately. Those two are my go-tos. I think that's my favorite way to incorporate patterns into my fashion. Something about it's so sexy and so chic. Next is a vintage fashion find, secondhand. I think I talked about this in my summer outfits inspo video. I found the most beautiful, gorgeous pair vintage Miu Miu sandals. After I got my pair of Monolos, I knew that my next target for shoes, I specifically wanted dark brown Miu Miu kitten heels. Specifically mules. That's what I got. Beautiful sandals. My sister got them for me as a gift, which was very, very sweet of her. She did not have to do that, but she did it anyways, and I'm very grateful. Now I need to chill on the vintage shoes for a while. I got 2 this year, and I'm usually not a shoe person. Like, shoes is usually one of the last things I think about in terms of fashion, because I just utilize what I already have and kind of work with it and base outfits around them. But I did deserve to have 2 nice pairs of vintage heels in my collection. I think it really helps level up my fashion and fully express my style. I wore them when I was in LA and I love them. I really wanted to show my friend Becky them because I had told her, I was like, you need to see these shoes. I really love the color. I don't have a pair of dark brown shoes like that. I had a pair a while ago, like years ago, but they weren't like good quality, which is why I'm so picky now. I really like to try to get something that's already in circulation versus buying something new just because it's cheap. But it checked off like every single one of my boxes. It's in good condition. I don't know what year they're from, so I don't know like if they're like vintage or just like a couple of years. But that doesn't really matter. I wasn't looking for a very specific shoe. I just knew it was Miu Miu, dark brown, kitten heel mules. Those were the 3 things I wanted, and I got them. And I think the buckle on the shoe is like very in right now. I feel like I've been seeing this type of shoe a lot, and I'm normally not an open-toed girly, but that's why it's in my collection, because I need that variety. Always bringing something new into my wardrobe is very important to me when I make the choices that I do for what I'm going to spend my money on, because I do have a problem of the comfort and familiarity of continuing to buy the same types of pieces. And even though I do still love them, it's not a good way to spend my money. I need to expand my horizons if I am going to buy something and add it into my wardrobe, or else it's kind of wasted. So very, very excited about these. Another favorite of mine for this month was trying to do less with my makeup. I have been really, really wanting my freckles to show through my makeup and not cover it up as heavy. And I never intentionally wanted to cover up my freckles. I love my freckles on my face. I just never made it a point to try to have them show through. And now that I feel like my skin has gotten more under control in terms of like breakouts and stuff, I'm trying to do more minimal makeup. Both like foundation like on my skin, on my actual face, and also eye makeup. As much as I love doing a full face beat, I think that like this and even a little less has been really appealing to me. I like having my natural features shine through, and that's something that took me a long time to become comfortable with. I love looking back at the pictures I've taken, especially like the pictures I took at the chateau with my friend Becky. I can see my more natural features come out, my freckles, and it makes me very, very happy because I look beautiful, I feel beautiful. It's because I look more like myself, and that's just very rewarding to me and something that I want to continue trying to do. And of course I go through phases where I want to do a full beat more often, and there's nothing wrong with that, but embracing more of my natural features and trying less is more approach has been making me feel really good about myself. So that's something I want to continue cultivating. And my final favorite for the month of June, another item that I talked about in my summer outfits inspo and that I wore also on my trip, is my Orson Iris top that I got from the Real. I was finally able to get my hands on, and I got it for cheaper. So we love the way the universe works in that aspect. Let me show you. My gorgeous, gorgeous girl. It's off the shoulder, long sleeve, kind of cropped at the bottom with nice buttons up the top and a ribbon to tie into a bow. Very romantic, very dreamy. And I do have a problem with buying a lot of tops in this shade, this really beautiful off-white shade. So after this one, I know I need to chill. There's one more like top that I want in white that's like a very specific type of like lace tank top that I'm looking for, that I would love to find exactly what I'm envisioning someday, but until then, if I add more tops into my wardrobe, it needs to be different. Like I said, I wanted this one for years, but going forward, I'm trying to branch out a bit, and I'm so grateful that I finally was able to get a piece that I had been dreaming of for so long. So those were my favorites for the month of June. Like I said, June was a beautiful, fun month. It was Pride Month. We love Pride Month. I'm going to do a July favorites video as well. I think this video is being posted towards the end of July, I believe, so another favorites video will be coming quite soon. Not exactly back to back, but not as much like other videos in between, but that's fine. Let me know what you thought of these, if any of these are things that you like or are interested in as well, what your favorites were for the month of June. I hope you guys had a beautiful month, and I hope July has been beautiful to you as well. I hope you liked it, and I love you, divas, and have a beautiful day. I will see you next time. Bye, divas!